Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So today we're going to talk about General Milley again because the goalposts have moved. We have new talking points. After his testimony, it seems that the right wing, those who always cast themselves as truly understanding the military, have finally begun to understand that he did not, in fact, commit treason, that he was just doing his job as statutorily obligated. So now the talking point has shifted. The goalposts have moved. It's no longer that he did something illegal. It's that his actions undermined the President of the United States at the time, Donald J. Trump. This is an example of somebody not being willing to let a talking point go. They believed something because they were told to believe it. They didn't put any critical thought into it of their own, so they just kept parroting it. He did something wrong. He did something wrong. He did something wrong. And then when faced with evidence to the contrary, they just shifted. Well, okay, fine. It wasn't treason. It wasn't even illegal, but it was bad because he undermined the President of the United States. Okay, let's pretend that's true for a second. Let's pretend that General Milley's call to his Chinese counterpart explaining that the United States was not going to engage in a surprise, unprovoked, preemptive strike, triggering a great war power that would cost tens of millions of lives. Let's say that call undermined the President of the United States and his intentions. That would mean that the President's intentions were to stage a surprise preemptive strike against a great power that would trigger a war costing tens of millions of lives. I don't know that that's quite the talking point you want to go with. It would be against U.S. doctrine, U.S. policy, international law. It would just be all bad. Now, if you want to suggest that that is what former President Trump was intending, feel free, but it doesn't make the point you think it does. It actually reinforces the idea that Milley should have gone even further in activities to mitigate the president's ability to harm the United States through his actions. If General Milley's call undermined the president's intentions would have been to start a great power war so he could retain power in the United States and subvert the Constitution. That would have been his intentions. And if those were his intentions, General Milley swore an oath to actually undermine those efforts. You're going to keep looking for reasons why General Milley's activities were wrong, and you will keep coming up with nothing. You can move the goalposts as far as you want. The further you move them from this point, the more it casts former President Trump as a loose cannon, a bad guy, somebody who did not have the best interest of the United States at heart, or the world in this case. Probably not where you want to shift the goalposts to. The better answer, the better response when faced with evidence to the contrary is to actually look at it, accept the correction, admit that you were wrong, and go from there. Seems unlikely, but I have faith that there are some who will be willing to do that. Some will realize that they have been duped, that they have been pushed to the point of believing everything's a scandal, that believing those people who are acting in the best interest of the United States, the way they always have, are somehow the enemy, because they are now following people who aren't acting in the best interest of the United States. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.